If you've ever heard someone say they can feel a storm coming in their bones, they might in fact be right. New research has found bad weather can affect our experience of pain, especially for people living with arthritis or other conditions that cause chronic pain. Dr. Joe Kostridge is here to explain. Good afternoon, Dr. Joe.
Hey, good afternoon, Tracy.
The study looked at a link between chronic pain and humid and windy days. How does it all work?
Yeah, interesting. This was work done in the UK, and they initially started with quite a few thousand people. It got whittled down to about 3,000. And they essentially gave these people an app that tracked the weather and a diary to fill in how they were feeling on the day. And what they found is that people with arthritis, with fibromyalgia, with neuropathic pain, pretty much a lot of people with any chronic pain type condition felt worse on days when there was low pressure systems. So it wasn't just whether it was warmer or colder. If it was muggy, if it was humid, if there was lower pressure, people felt greater levels of pain, and that was quite consistent across age groups and across pretty much the entire UK.
Okay, so what's the connection then of the cause of weather and pain?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and this study did not answer that. And it's been observed since the days of Hippocrates. And you said people will say, look, my toe tells me the weather's going to be changing tomorrow. Somebody else will say, look, I can tell the weather by my knee. Nobody's ever really studied what the mechanism is. It may be something to do with the atmospheric pressure and how that affects our nervous systems. Maybe it's a slightly psychosomatic thing. Nobody actually knows. It is an observed phenomena, so it's real. The fact that we don't know why doesn't mean it isn't real. It just means we don't know why.
Yeah. Is it true weather can also impact a person's mood?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, find me somebody who doesn't feel a little bit better when the sky is blue and the sun is shining. I mean, we know there's a condition called seasonal affective disorder that basically says, you know, when it's grey and bleak, we just don't feel quite as bright. So absolutely. And that's not to say that it's as simple as, you know, a sunny day is a cure for genuine depression. Of course it isn't. But we know that people feel better when it's sunnier and when it's warmer. We get outside, we're more active. Maybe that's one of the mechanisms, because we're a bit more active and we're out and about, that improves our mood. But that again is a very, very real phenomenon. So whenever people talk about, you know, changes in weather, whatever else one can say that may or may not be a problem, certainly our health is not going to be affected when it's a bit warmer. It's actually improved. Yeah,
okay, well, we're in for a very hot day tomorrow, 40 degrees forecast in Perth. What are some of the dangers of extreme temperatures?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have too much of a good thing. It's 101 type stuff, and it'll come around every year. It's important to be adequately hydrated. You know, you really need to keep up with the fluids. When it's hot, we lose more water. Don't get outside and get sunburned. Everybody's going to want to flock to the beach, and I might join them. I think it should be really nice. But, you know, slip, slop, slap. Don't lie on the sand for 2 hours at midday. Be careful in the water. You know, if the alarm goes off, get out. It sounds obvious. You know, if you generally run around barefoot, again, don't. And it's probably the day to eat salads maybe rather than a stew. It's common sense 101 stuff, Tracy.
Indeed.
I think, you know, happens every year.
Well, stay cool tomorrow, Dr. Joe. We'll chat to you soon.
I'll do my best. You too.
Thanks very much.